Hello everyone, what's up and welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy you joined me for today's video because I have a pretty big announcement to share with you all and I am just so unbelievably excited. First and foremost, I hope you guys are all having an amazing day, and I cannot believe that we are in the last few months of 2024, which has gotten me thinking to start brainstorming my plans for 2025. As you guys know, travel is my #1 passion in life, and I just want to see as much of the world as I can. I get so much happiness from getting to explore new places, connect with people from all over the world, and everything else that comes along with traveling. So with the end of my contract approaching and the upcoming year coming in pretty hot, it got me thinking about trips that I wanted to plan, new places that I wanted to visit, and it also got me thinking about something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time. Something that I've been thinking about for a really long time is hosting a meetup or some way to meet you guys, connect with you. I do get the opportunity to meet you all when you come to cruise on board if we are on the same ship, and it always makes me so happy. It's the coolest thing to get to meet you guys in person and connect. So I am so unbelievably excited to announce that I am hosting my very first group trip in 2025. Hosting a group trip is something that I've been wanting to do for the longest time. It's literally been one of my manifestations, and I just cannot wait for this adventure with you guys. So in true fashion, I did write down a list of things I want to cover in this video. I'm gonna go really in depth all about the trip so you have all the information before booking. This trip is going to Europe. We are going to be focusing on 3 specific European cities. So we are going to start in Paris, France. We're also going to be visiting Brussels, Belgium, and we're going to finish off the trip with a trip to Gouda in the Netherlands. To me, this itinerary is absolutely iconic because you get a little taste of everything, and these days are going to be jam-packed with really fun activities for you. I'm extremely excited about this trip because I have been to Paris before, but I only went for a quick 2-day trip when I was doing a study abroad in London. So I'm really excited to visit Paris once again. There is so much to do and see in Paris, so we are going to be living out our very own Emily in Paris moment. The second stop of this trip is, like I said, Brussels, Belgium, which I have never been to Belgium. I have visited a lot of European countries, but Belgium is a place that I have always wanted to visit and have not prior got the chance to go to. Everything from Belgian waffles to beer to cheese, shopping, all the beautiful buildings. I am just so excited. And thirdly, we are going to be visiting Gouda in the Netherlands. The only 2 times I ever visited the Netherlands, the first was a 36-hour trip to Amsterdam during my study abroad experience. And the second time I visited was on the ship, but we had no shore leave, so I wasn't able to get off. So needless to say, I'm really excited to discover a new city, eat a lot of cheese, and just explore everything else. Later in this video, I am going to give you a breakdown of what we're doing day to day, so just sit tight. The next question you guys probably have is, when is this trip going to be? So as I said, this trip is for 2025, and it is going to be from April 26th until May 3rd, 2025. So based on these dates, this is going to be an 8-day trip. To me, this is the perfect time for a trip to Europe because it isn't the busy season. It's not the summer months, so you're not going to have as big of crowds. And on top of that, we are going to get some of that beautiful spring weather. All the flowers are going to be starting to bloom, and I think it's just going to be the perfect timing for a little getaway. Consider this your adult spring break trip. So those are some of the basics about this trip, and this trip would not be possible without the help of Atomic Trips. Atomic Trips is a very close-knit, personable, and hands-on company providing the best all-inclusive trips to Ireland and other cities in Europe. They did start out as a scooter tour company, and they have since expanded, which I think is incredible. I've already had multiple phone calls with the team organizing and planning this trip so that we give you the best experience possible. The team takes care of everything. They have planned out all the meals, all the tours, all the excursions, the transportation from city to city. So they are a very hands-on company, and Atomic Trips is the best you'll find in the market. They're the most affordable and one of the only to offer an all-inclusive, truly all-inclusive trip. So now you're probably wondering, what is this trip gonna cost me? Well, as I said, this is a very affordable trip. So for an 8-day all-inclusive trip to Europe, the price is $24.99 plus tax per person. This is such a great deal for it being an all-inclusive trip. That means it covers virtually everything except for your flights. So let's break down what exactly this price includes. First and foremost, this price is going to cover all of our hotels, but rest assured we are going to be staying in some of the best hotels in each city. So we are going to be staying in 4-star or higher hotels, and this is the case for any of the trips that Atomic Trips plans. This price will also include all of our meals. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner is included in this, so you don't have to spend a ton of money on your meals because that can definitely add up really fast. I have learned that from my years of traveling, so that is one less thing you have to worry about. This price is also going to include beverages, which I think is great because that's another expense that can add up pretty quickly. We are also going to be doing a couple bar crawls, so this will include that as well. Throughout our trip, we're going to have guided tours, which are also included in that price. And we're also going to have a photographer and videographer with us at all times. So we're going to have a bunch of really quality photos and videos to remember our trip. So I did mention that flights are not included, but all ground transportation on this trip is covered. So when we take a train from city to city, that is going to be included in the price. There's absolutely no hidden costs or upsells for photos or videos, which I think is so important because what you see is what you get. There are convenient and flexible payment plans if you are looking to pay in increments. You don't want to pay it all at once. So that's definitely something you can look into. And you can also book a consultation call with one of the team members. So if this is something you're interested in and you just want to talk to them one-on-one, you can do that. So they can walk you through the whole process and give you a bit more information as well. Now moving on to the fun part, the itinerary and what we're going to be doing on each day. I wanted to give you a rundown of what to expect on this trip. So day one, we are starting in Paris. We're going to arrive to Paris. We're going to check into the hotel. Of course, we're going to be staying at a 4-star hotel in the city center, which is epic. There is going to also be a really fun welcome drink upon arrival when you check in. And once we're all checked in and settled into the hotel room, we're going to have some free time to explore. So I feel like this is a really good way to kick off the trip, just getting a bit of awareness of our surroundings and just taking it in. We're all gonna meet up for dinner at a restaurant in Paris, and when booking your trip, you can put your dietary restrictions, so all of the meals will be catered to what you can and cannot eat or what you prefer as well. After dinner, we're going to hit up the town, which I think is the perfect way to kickstart a trip with a couple drinks and a really fun bar crawl. So day one is all about meeting, getting to know each other a bit, and just settling in. Day two, we're gonna wake up in Paris and we're gonna have some breakfast before jumpstarting the day. Day two, we are going to hit up two of Paris's most iconic landmarks. Of course, the one, the only, the Eiffel Tower, and we're also going to visit the Arc de Triomphe. This is gonna be a walking tour, so we're gonna have a lot of opportunities to stop, take photos, videos, and just take in the sights. After the walking tour, we're gonna be exploring the city center. We're gonna be shopping at local boutiques, getting all the souvenirs you'd like, maybe having a croissant with an espresso, and really just saying yes to life and kind of seeing what we stumble across. In the evening on day two, we're gonna have dinner in Paris's culinary scene, which I'm so excited about. You guys know I'm a huge foodie. I love to eat. Like, I really am passionate about eating. So we are going to be indulging in some delectable foods, and I'm so excited. Day three is going to be our third day in Paris, and this is a free day, so you have the opportunity to spend the day as you wish. There's going to be loads of recommendations provided, but if there's something specific that you wanted to do or see, this is your time to do so. Day four is the day we switch cities and travel to Belgium. We are gonna have breakfast in Paris, and then we're gonna hop on the train and make our way to Brussels, Belgium. Once we check into our hotel and drop our luggage, we will have a chocolate tour exploring the origins of Belgian chocolate, and we are gonna have some chocolate tastings as well. I have the biggest sweet tooth, and if there's one thing that I love, it's chocolate. So this is going to be amazing for everyone, but especially for my sweet tooths out there. As a group, we're also gonna enjoy lunch in the city center, and we are having a group dinner this night. But after dinner, we're gonna have a very casual evening, just enjoying a nice leisurely stroll around Brussels. Day five, we're waking up in Belgium, our second country of the trip. We're gonna start the morning with some breakfast in the hotel and fuel up for a day full of adventure. This is the day that we are taking a day trip to Gouda. I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love taking the train. It's just such a convenient and hassle-free way to travel from city to city. So once we arrive to Gouda, we are gonna start our incredible day of exploration with a market walk around and cheese tasting. Exploring local markets is by far one of my favorite things to do whenever I'm in a new city. So I'm really looking forward to this, shopping for local trinkets, souvenirs, and of course, cheese. We are gonna get the opportunity to taste some of the famous Gouda cheese, as well as other Dutch cheeses. And if you know me, you know I love a taste test. So that whole experience is gonna be very rich in culture, but the fun doesn't stop there. We also have a canal tour scheduled for this day, which I am over the moon excited about. And because the Netherlands are known for their canals, I think this is a must-do while we are there. After a day full of fun in Gouda, we're gonna hop back on a train and return back to Brussels. And we'll close out day 5 with a group dinner outing. Day 6, we're waking up once again in Belgium, but we're gonna have a free day this day, so you can use the time to explore on your own if there's something specific that you want to do that's not already organized. Of course, if you want to just lay low and relax, you can do that, but the day is yours to decide. I really like having the balance of activities, but also free time. I think it is the perfect mix for this trip, and it really gives you the ability to participate in all the group things, but also make the most of your own trip. Day 7 is going to be the final full day of the trip. We are starting the morning in Belgium. We're going to have breakfast there, and then we'll make the trip back to Paris. This evening, we are going to have the farewell dinner, so we're going to have a really nice meal all together. It's going to be a really special time. We can recap all of the fun things we enjoyed on the trip, all of our favorite memories, and just get nostalgic together. Which brings us to our final day, day 8. We are gonna wake up in Paris, have breakfast at the hotel, and from there we are going to start our journeys back home. I'm incredibly excited for this trip and all that it has to offer. We are going to have the most incredible experience, and I'm so excited to really have the time to meet you guys and get to know you and travel together. This is such a unique experience, and I'm so looking forward to it. So I will have all the details in the description box if you guys want to learn more. If you want to check the link, that'll bring you to the page where you can either book a consultation or start planning your trip. As I mentioned before, there are payment plans, so you don't have to bite the bullet and pay for it all at once. You can definitely break it up a bit. And there is a really great option that you can hold a spot in this trip if you're not ready quite yet to book, but you want to make sure there is going to be a seat for you. You can fill in your information on the website and hold your spot. I really hope you guys are as excited as me for this trip. It's going to be an adventure of a lifetime, and I can't wait to experience it with all of you. As I said, if you have specific questions regarding this upcoming trip, you can book a consultation call with one of the team members from Atomic Trip, or you can also comment them down below if that's something that you're more interested in doing. I do highly recommend you join my broadcast channel on Instagram if you're not already, because I am posting a lot of information in that chat, and I'm going to be posting a lot of fun polls and things like that about the trip coming up. None of this would be possible without all of your support, so thank you guys so much for being here every week, watching my videos, and just really taking the time to care about all of my travels and my life and my job and just everything. I feel so lucky to have such a supportive community on here, and I really hope that I can meet some of you on this trip. So that is the trip in a nutshell. I hope to see you there soon. I love you all to the moon and back. I hope you have a great day whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.